I'm Overman. Welcome to the Harrison Gallery. This is my show, Symphonies and Dirges. These are the title pieces for the show. This fellow is playing a dirge, and this one is symphony. The point of this show, I suppose, was when people comment on my art, they talk about the range of emotion, how some pieces are very happy and some are sad, and sometimes the characters are frightened. And I like to have a title that is all-encompassing. That way I'm not limited to making work specifically on one topic. So I think that this topic covers the range of emotion of the characters. These days I do a lot of work with patterns. I create my own designs, and my boyfriend helps me by putting them in the computer and lapping them over on each other and multiplying them. And I make stencils that are then airbrushed onto the surface. So I make the stencil and put the stencil on the background, airbrush the piece. Then I have to go back with a small brush and attach the little areas, because I have to create bridges in the stencil so that the whole stencil doesn't fall apart. And that takes a lot of time. And then to make the whole thing kind of pop out, I put a shadow with black, which takes a few hours. Probably for a piece like this it would take a few hours, but in the end I think it's the time that you put into anything that makes it well worthwhile. For the past year and a half or so I've been using a lot of antique frames. I like the results. Sometimes I have to work with them. This one, when I got it, was silver and gold, which I don't tend to like silver and gold together very much, but I like this high gloss black paint. And so I spray painted it to look really, shiny and dark and exciting. Some of the time I like to work with puns and plays on words. And so these four with the matching frames, they all have titles that maybe in a way are plays on words. Like if you talk about somebody holding a grudge, it means that they stay angry at somebody else. But I was thinking, what would a grudge look like? What would a grudge be? And I never like anything to be too scary, but I don't think that I would want to hold on to this little thing to critter for very long. So I always try to keep things, a little bit playful, a little bit fun, not too scary, not too dark. This piece is called Lost. I've done a couple of other panel pieces in the past. I enjoy working this way. I generally use one large piece of wood, do the painting, and then cut it up into segments. When I used it this time, I feel like having the breaks in the wood adds to the feeling of not knowing quite where you are. Last piece here, this is one of my favorites, and I love this character. I have a pig. Sometimes there's some variety. Sometimes he's a pink pig. Sometimes he's spotted. Sometimes he's a dark brown pig. But anyway, it's my favorite of all of my characters. I think he is the sweetest, softest of the characters. And I like my pig because no one paints a pig like my pig. My pig looks nothing like a real pig. Real pigs have meatier arms than this, not little black stick legs, but it's that button nose. That's how you know that it's a pig. But pretty much anybody can identify as a pig, still looking nothing like a pig. But this piece I call Frankie at Fireside, and he has ended up in this situation. He thinks he's with friends. He thinks they're having marshmallows. Yet this bat and this wolf character, they have other plans.